Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, death slaves, horse peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks. I'm Useful Idiot. Let's go to the UN, or Israel, as you prefer, and let's discuss this new UN resolution demanding that Israel stop building settlements in Palestinian lands. And this has been a point of contention, obviously, for a long time. And the fact that the United States, as a member of the Security Council, abstained this time and let the resolution pass is really pretty dramatic. And 14 votes out of 15 Security Council voted for this. And internationally, most countries do consider the settlements illegal under international law. And Israel has been condemned on many occasions for the settlements, and it's been a continual problem in any negotiations in any kind of peace settlement. And that's at the heart of the problem, these settlements. And I don't think a lot of Americans really understand the import of the importance of these settlements. And as they get expanded and built on Palestinian lands, pretty soon the entire country, including everything that's theoretically Palestinian land, will be swallowed up into one state of Israel, and then there will be a sealed off ghetto, at least at this point, in Gaza. Certainly Israel plans are to completely take over the West Bank somehow and completely take over Jerusalem somehow, and then Palestinians will only have sovereignty in Gaza. But anyway, so as one would suspect, Israeli officials completely lashed out against Obama and considered it a cheap shot and backstabbing and working behind their back, and one last outrage before he leaves office. And I think that's a little dramatic, but that's what we've come to expect from a very reactionary Netanyahu Israeli government. And then we move on to the fact that Trump, I'll be doing a separate video on this turnaround in Trump's policies. When he was campaigning, he seemed like he was going to be very progressive and moderate about his treatment of Israel and Palestine, but as time is going on, he's signed up a lot of very prominent pro-Zionists, and is going to embrace the Netanyahu right-wing policies of Israel government even more than previous U.S. administrations. At least it appears that way now. And in fact, Trump came out and said that, quote, "This puts Israel in a very poor negotiating position and is extremely unfair to all Israelis," unquote. I know everyone's distracted right now about Trump talking about nukes and how outrageous that is, but I think people should be looking at this statement and being pretty outraged, because Israel has never, ever, ever been in a poor negotiating position regarding the Palestinians, and so that's a ridiculous statement. And to say it's extremely unfair to all Israelis is pathetic and outrageous. It's very extremely unfair to all Palestinians, I think, would be the correct statement. But we know what Trump's directions going in with David Friedman, the new U.S. ambassador to Israel, and he was a fundraiser for Israeli settlement. So certainly he's going to be pro-settlement, and Trump has talked about moving the U.S. embassy to Jerusalem instead of Tel Aviv, and has completely done a turnaround. So here we go. The UN resolution passed. Israel, as usual, will be completely defiant, and in fact will go the opposite direction. Will probably announce very soon that they're going to expand their settlement programs. Fairly predictable that that's going to happen, because it's happened almost every other time. But very contentious issue. Like I say, just once again reminds us that we have an occupation going on. We have a bullshit peace process that's been going on for decades, and the two-state solution continues to dwindle away as Palestinian land continues to dwindle away. So my hat's off to the UN for passing this resolution. Nothing will really come of it, and everybody's already in the camps that they've decided they're going to be in. So this will change nothing, but interesting to watch what happens when the Trump administration comes into power. I'm a Useful Idiot. Don't you be one too.